Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of our FM24 manager journey here on the channel. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, you missed a wonder goal from Cal Roberts and a defeat in a local derby. Just have a quick look at the schedule. You would have seen us lose to Hereford 1-0 away, and then we lost to Lincoln. It wasn't the most successful episode, but then we came back. It was a 5-3 win at home against Warrington. Will Evans getting on the score sheet again. Danny Whitehall breaking his scoring ducks as well. Buxton was a 1-0 win. We actually kept a clean sheet, believe it or not. Chorley at home was a draw. We then went away to Solihull Moors and lost 3-2 before drawing at home to Farsley. The wheels looked like they were coming off a little bit, but then we beat Boston United. We drew away with Farsley and beat Brackley away, setting up this top of the table clash. And the team that are top of the table is Scunthorpe United, because we are leading Tamworth by a point going into this game. They are coming to Glanford Park. We're hoping for a positive result here, and a win would really put some distance between us and Tamworth. As you can see, we are still scoring plenty of goals, and we are trying to tempt, yes, Billy Sharp back to Scunthorpe. His wages are a little bit higher than what we would usually go for, but at this moment in time, he's definitely attracting a lot of interest from a few clubs. Walsall in League 2. We're hoping that these playing for Scunthorpe before, we're going to be able to tug on the heartstrings and get him back to Glanford Park. But if not, you never know. We've got some improvements to make. If we have a look at the transfers, we have made a transfer, and it is Jake Eastwood. Jake Eastwood has joined ex-Sheffield United young goalkeeper, 6'4". Great jumping reach. We were struggling in the goalkeeper department. You would have heard me slagging Chapman off a little bit, and we've brought Jake Eastwood in to be the new #1 goalkeeper. 27 years old, not played a lot of first team football, but I'm hoping he's going to make a real career of it here at Scunthorpe United. And we go straight into it. There's no reason for me to be rambling on any longer, although we are getting asked to sort this out with Billy Sharp, which is fine. This is a massive, massive game for us. Just going into the team selection, we've got a couple of tired players as well. Will Evans and Coogan. We are seriously looking at centre-halves at this moment in time for a little bit of cover for these guys, but I can't drop Evans and Coogan for this. I've put Denton on the bench in case we need to take Evans off. But this is going to be the team that starts at home to Tamworth. So it's Jake Eastwood, your new #1 in goal. A back three of Coogan, Boyce and Evans. Ogle on the right and Tatonda on the left. Law is playing in the deep line playmaker role. Shrimpton as a box-to-box midfielder. Cal Roberts in the number 10 role with Campton Sturridge and Elliott up front. This is absolutely huge for us. Everybody seems pretty pleased apart from Alfie Beeston. He's been left out purely on fitness grounds, and I've got to keep a goalkeeper on the bench because we've had it again where a goalkeeper got injured. But I'm hoping we can really do well here. We owe Tamworth, which we certainly do. Let's hope that under the lights at Glanford Park we can get a big, big win and step towards our promotion here from the National League North. And straight away we do have a corner, which is going to be taken by Shrimpton. Whipped in right-footed. Ogle's in the box. It's heading. It's knocking around in there. And it's headed over from Law. Early decent start for us. An early chance. And it's gone straight in to another highlight, which is going to be knocked long upfield. Ogle wins it back. We look bang up for this. As Law takes a touch in midfield. Plays it back to Boyce. You'll notice Boyce is playing in the middle of the three now at the back. I felt it suited him a little bit better. And I wanted to get Coogan out of the middle because I've been a little bit less than impressed with Coogan, it must be said. As Tatonda goes down the left, takes a heavy touch. Kinsella hoofs it away. Are we going to be able to pick this up with Ogle? Sorry, we are. As Roberts strikes it. And Cal Roberts loves a stunner. Left-footed, all of 25 yards out. Absolutely unstoppable. I think you will agree. Kinsella doesn't clear it well. I called him Bogle instead of Ogle because I've been watching Jaden Bogle at the weekend. Little pass from Shrimpton into Cal Roberts, and this man can strike a ball. It's Scunthorpe 1, Tamworth 0. What a start for the Irons. And 2 minutes later, we're back with another highlight. It's Evans into Law, takes a nice touch into Campton Sturridge. Campton Sturridge not scored for a while, but Roberts looks bang up for this as he plays it back to Campton Sturridge. Now Elliott. And Danny Elliott will possibly be a little bit disappointed he's not done a little bit better there, as Shrimpton will take another corner for Scunthorpe. It's crossed into the box. Evans with the header. Oh, it's blocked. And what a deflection that is. It takes it away, but it is all Scunthorpe early doors. We are showing that we are possibly the best side in this division. And now I seem to have sorted the defence out, touch wood. Maybe we can look a little bit more confidently. Keeping that clean sheet against Buxton was probably one of my proudest moments of the season. And it must be said, as Tamworth have a rare foray forward here, a rare foray forward even, as Valentine goes down the left. I hope he's not going to break our hearts today, as Marshall crosses it in. Evans at the back stick heads it away well. Kinsella will pick it up, defending to do as Shrimpton moved into our box. Kinsella, edge of the box, plays it into Finn. Finn takes a touch left-footed. Jake Eastwood can't get there. And do you know when I touched wood? Didn't quite work, did it? It's 1-1, and that is a decent strike, to be fair, from Finn. Tamworth, as I'm recording this, is still at Lelujo's club. So Lelujo playing with Tamworth at this moment in time. It's a good strike, to be fair. Blow me neck. We ain't going to stop that. Jake Eastwood can't get anywhere near it. It's Scunthorpe 1, Tamworth 1, but we have a free kick, and it's this magic man, Cal Roberts, edge of the box, going to strike it left-footed. Can he bend another one in? He certainly can hit it over the wall. Dylan dives, but unfortunately just over the crossbar. 25 minutes gone, and we're getting another highlight. These games are ours. They're full of highlights at the moment, as Elliott wins a good header. We play it back to Coogan, who brings it into Ogle down the right-hand side. Takes a couple of touches. Can he get a crossing? He certainly can. Danny Elliott's at the back stick, and Dylan comes and catches it very, very well, does James Dylan. He's going to take his time with this, drop it down and lump it forward, of which Boyce will win that. Shrimpton will take a touch. Cal Roberts in to Campton Sturridge. Campton Sturridge takes it back, but Ogle is behind him. Back to Shrimpton. And Finlay Shrimpton scores. It's 2-1 to Scunthorpe, and we have scored. Look at this. He's sliding on his knees. He's Finlay Shrimpton. He's one of the best trainers at the football club. And to be fair, he's starting to get rewarded for it. I've been impressed with him ever since I've come into the club. And Shrimpton fires home. Dylan no chance. Scunthorpe 2, Tamworth 1. And on 40 minutes, we do have a corner to Tamworth. I'm a little bit concerned about how tired our back three is getting as it's headed in. Oh, we don't defend that very well. Willett scores. They have had 2 shots and 2 goals. It's very, very disappointing. Willits gets the goal. I'm going to put this down to a little bit of tiredness as Cochrane crosses it in. Willits gets in front of, I believe that's Coogan. Coogan's the one I'm not keen on, it must be said, but our guys are struggling for a little bit of fitness. I might try and lower the tempo in the second half just to slow it down a little bit for us, as Coogan wins that header well. Now Campton Sturridge, it's a lovely touch and pass out to Ogle. There's a pass into Roberts, if you can square it, which he can, and Danny Elliott gets the goal. We're going to get some goals this episode by the looks of it. It was a lovely piece of play once again from Cal Roberts. And Coogan, Campton Sturridge has not been scoring goals, but he's done very, very well there. Ogle down the right. Roberts on his weaker foot gets the ball across, and Danny Elliott is not going to miss from there. 3-2 Scunthorpe, half time. I'm delighted with your performance. I just wonder, could we just lower the tempo slightly just to try and combat this tiredness that we're seeing all over the pitch at this moment? It's been a heavy, heavy workload, but I don't want to complain. I'm not Jurgen Klopp. I don't want to complain, even though our lads aren't paid anything like what the Liverpool lads are. That is a ball from Cal Roberts. And Danny Elliott gets his... Is that his second? It's his second goal of the game, Danny Elliott. These boys look like they're enjoying themselves. Look at this pass. We've got Law into Roberts. Look at this. Left-footed. I'm just going to ping that in behind the Tamworth defence. And Danny Elliott, he's not going to miss from there. Bearing in mind, as we get to this next highlight, Danny Elliott takes it short into Campton Sturridge. It's 5. It's 5-2. And we are showing Tamworth that we are the side in this division, not them. And that is what a way to end your barren streak. Keeper no chance. That is a wonderful, wonderful goal from DJ Campton Sturridge. What I was just about to say was, I forget now after that, we'll come to this highlight for Tamworth first as Bates strikes it over. Jake Eastwood watches it over the bar quite comfortably. Yeah, Law and Roberts were both the wingers in this team. We're now playing Law as a deep line playmaker and Roberts as a number 10. We don't play with wingers, and it's working for us. It's a strike on goal. Eastwood lost the fly to that as Coogan will get the header away. I feel we are starting to just tire a little bit at the back, but we are going to get a corner of which Law is going to take. 70 minutes on the clock. Law crosses it in. It's headed away by Deacon. Elliott picks it back up, knocks it back into Law. Roberts is on the edge of the box. Oh, he hits the bar. My word, have we had some efforts on goal today. This may be a good time to make a change, I'm thinking. As Shrimpton crosses it in this time, we get a great view of it. Absolutely. And Dylan it doesn't trouble him too much. We are going to make one change, and it is going to be Will Evans who comes off for Tyler Denton. I don't particularly want to change this midfield at this moment in time. I'm quite happy where we are, and I don't want us to take his foot off gas here either, it must be said. As Regan Ogle is injured now, that could be a problem. We're going to shift Law to right back. We'll bring on Dean Rance just to see this out. He is a bit more defensive minded. Leader of the side. Have they gone down? They've made all the substitutions by the looks of it and gone down to 10 men. This could be a cricket score. We've tried it again. Campton Sturridge. Tamworth, you've got to learn your lessons because DJ Campton Sturridge is looking in imperious form today. It's Rance into Campton Sturridge. They all move back and Campton Sturridge says, I'll just do the same again. It's Scunthorpe 6, Tamworth 2. And I am feeling pretty smug face at this moment in time because we have absolutely annihilated our closest rivals in the division, and it's not even been a fight. They've scored 2 goals, which we're a little bit disappointed with. Coogan takes that off him very, very well indeed. They have not laid a glove on us this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, really. And we've scored 6 bloody goals, and we're absolutely loving it. As Coogan plays it into Law, now into Rance, takes a pass across into Finlay Shrimpton, who's going to take a touch onto his right foot, spray it to the right-hand side, and Law back into Shrimpton. This has got goal written all over it, and maybe it is just confidence flowing through our veins at this moment. But as we tick up to 93 minutes, that is going to be one hell of a performance. Top of the league, and rightly so. What a performance. 6 goals to 2 on the day. I'm happy. I have never been as happy with this Scunthorpe side. That puts us 4 points clear at the top of the league. Let's just hope that this next game, I forget who the next game's against now. I'm that happy. Darlington away. Nice part of place. Nice part of the world up in Darlington. Let's just hope this next game isn't a little bit like after the Lord Mayor's show. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't tug at the heartstrings enough to get Billy Sharp back. He's gone to Oldham, which is quite an interesting move. He's gone to 15th in the National League. I wouldn't have expected him to go there instead of Scunthorpe, but he's chosen not to come. We may try and get him again in the future, but he is getting on a little bit now, but you never know. We might get him again in future. Just to bring you up to date on something else, Jacob Butterfield looks like he's agreed, well, he has agreed a contract with Hamilton Academical in the Scottish League, so he's going to be leaving at the end of the season. Must be said, just to have a little look at the squad planner, we are using, the Lelujo view as well, so that's on the Steam Workshop if you're after that. We've got so many players out of contracts at the end of this season, it's ridiculous. So basically next season it might be practically a totally new team, but you never know. We'll see. We'll handle all that when we get to the end of the season. At the moment, I just want to get the promotion and then we shall go from there. So this is a team. Unfortunately, Regan Ogle has picked up a bad case of the flu. He's out for 13 days, so that's going to be bad for old Regan. So Law's going to have to switch to right wing back, unfortunately, because I ain't got another right wing back that's fit. The other option is Ross Barrows, but he's just recovering from sprained ankle ligaments, so he can't really play. So Law's going to drop to right wing back. Beesting's going to come in the deep lying playmaker role. That seems to make sense for all of us at this moment in time. So it's practically unchanged. Coogan, Boyce and Evans back three. Tatonda and Law, Beesting, Shrimpton, Roberts and Campton, Sturridge and Elliott are your front two. I can't drop them two up front, I'm afraid. They were too good for me to drop. Everybody seems quite happy. Jake Eastwood is roused. I must admit, I got a bit aroused watching that last game and them sort of goals. But this could be just as important again. We need to continue this form. And beating Darlington, if we beat Tamworth and then we lose away to Darlington, they win. Pretty pointless, really. I mean, that's got to have knocked their morale. Let's be right about it. That has got to have knocked their morale. Getting done like that at our place. I mean, they thought they were on par with us and we've absolutely smashed them. Darlington, though, 2 teams playing 5 at the back. They're playing 2 defensive midfielders and 2 behind, the 1 up front. It looks like Eastwood's having a busy game so far. They've had 2 shots and 2 on target. We've not really laid a glove on them, and this was my fear, that after that game, scoring 6 goals, free-flowing, coming into this one, it could be a little bit difficult, but Campton Sturridge has it on the edge of the box. It's across to Tatonda on the left-hand side. What's he going to do? He's going to fire it across. Taylor makes a save. We actually get done for offside there, but they look like a team that's tiring already, it must be said. So straight away, I'm thinking we could possibly get in and around these towards the later stages of this game. We seem pretty comfortable at this moment, if unspectacular. And we come to half-time at 0-0. I'm going to go for unlucky. We've not really done anything there. We're just going to have a word with Alfie Beeston. Just telling him you need to calm down. He seems confused and demotivated. He's nervous. I've told him to calm down, and then he's confused. I was never confused, but he certainly was. As Taylor picks it up at the back for Darlington and lumps it long downfield. Evans is going to win that. Of course he is, as Roberts plays the lovely ball out to the right. Law and Roberts seem to be the 2 players in this side that really make it tick, as Law takes a touch but then loses possession, and that could be very costly indeed as Darlington look to come forward. Nelson goes all the way back. Is that Tom Lees? Surely not, as it's knocked over the top. Hazel's in behind. We've got defending to do here, and I'm a bit concerned this is going to lead to a goal as Law gets a good block on at the cross. We're still in there. Platt at the back stick gets the header. It's off the bar and Beeston will head it away. Beeston's got about another 10-15 minutes to show that he deserves to be on this pitch. Otherwise, he may be coming off as Shrimpton plays into Campton Sturridge, and we will look to come forward as Evans plays it into Tatonda. Tatonda takes a couple of touches into Shrimpton. There's options here, but we lose possession again as Hazel picks it up, but then gives it away to Roberts. DJ Campton Sturridge is in! Oh, and possibly should have got the goal. There was an opportunity, possibly could have took another couple of touches there, but didn't, as Elliott does win that header, but Musto will pick it up for Darlington. And at the moment, it's a very even game. It's not one that I'd particularly like to lose. I am thinking about substitutions. Beeston's the one that's looking a little bit ominous, I would suggest. And I'd quite like to get at this Darlington side. They will tire a little bit quicker than us, but this is a long highlight so far. Evans has come out of position. Platt's in, and Platt scores. And that was just Evans running out, trying to make a tackle when he really didn't need to. And I think that is going to prompt substitutions, because on 57 minutes, we've possibly not been as good as we wanted to be. Beeston's having a mare, as is Tatonda. So taking off Tatonda seems the obvious thing to do. Beeston not playing very well either. I think we could possibly switch this to a 4 at the back. Is looking likely. I think Boyce can play right back, can he? Yes, he can. Right, we are going to switch this here. So, who's coming off? I think we've got to bring off possibly Boyce or Coogan. Do we bring off? We'll bring off Boyce. Beeston's not playing very well, is it? I think we're going to go to a 4-3-3 here. Let's just drop Law back in here. We're going to put Boyce there. Law's going to go in there. This is very, very attacking, by the way. So I'll see how this plays out. Target forward on support, and this is what we're going to go for. But he's just going to play as a inverted fullback on defend. That's the plan. It's something a little bit different. We're putting all the firepower on, but I want to get at least a draw out of this game, and I believe we can do that. As Law goes into the centre of midfield. It's just trying to be a little bit more positive, a little bit more direct at times. Whitehall's not exactly loving life since he's come on. And since we've gone to a 4-3-3, not too much seems to be happening. We're going to, in transition, sorry. No, in possession. We are going to try and go a little bit more direct. And we also want to be distributing to the target forward. We're going to try and get Whitehall in this game if we possibly can. And we're also going to hit some early crosses as well, because I think that is what we need to do here. As we are ticking towards 90 minutes, we don't seem to be having too much of an impact here. There's a lot of button clicking going off, and what we feared has happened has happened. They've got the 1 goal. It's been a very even game. We didn't take our chance. They certainly took theirs. And after beating Tamworth and putting a 4-point gap between us, we lose top spot to Chester. And that is just frustrating because we've got it in his own hands there. We don't quite do it. And we are, but it's a battle to get out of this league. There's only one automatic position, and believe me, there's nobody who knows that more than me. And we've got a fight on our hands. Chester doing particularly well. Who is playing well for them? Have we got a chance of looking at who's doing very well for them, goals-wise? Charlie Caton has scored 23 goals for Chester. He was a player that was recommended to us. We didn't really fancy him. Could possibly do another striker. Might be one that we look like. But for tomorrow's episode, we are going to come back. I would suggest it makes sense to come back for the Chester game on Saturday the 3rd of March. We'll see if we get any transfer business done, but that is the game we will come back for. We might come back for Alfreton before that as well, those 2 games. So yeah, end of February, start of March is when we will come back. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. I've got to say I'm really enjoying it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!